And that's going to be our fan today. My fan's broke. Got a little accident. Caused it to hit the fan cover. It broke. So, to get that off today, we are going to move our upper radiator hose. Do keep in mind that obviously there's going to be fluid in here. Don't change this or take this off if your engine's ever hot. So we're going to do that. And because of my accident, my engine is obviously going to sit a little bit different. It's going to have a little bit different bolts missing and things like that. So you got bolts at the top and bottom. I've already got these two loose and taken off. Now, I don't have bolts at the bottom. They are currently gone because of the accident. And next we are going to remove our upper radiator hose. I always recommend removing it from this side. That way you don't have any fluids leaking over your belts or anything like that. And if you want, you can grab a container and save any of this that you would like to and put it back in the system if it's not dirty or messed up or contaminated by doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and get a wrench. We're going to get this clamp pulled over here, get this hose pulled off on both ends. And on just this end, actually, we're going to pull this end off, move it off to the side. I've got my fan cover pulled off, and that's just going to go off with the fan. So now I have access to these bolts on the inside. And as you can see, these bolts on the inside are going to be on the fan. And we're going to go ahead and get this all removed, get a better look at that. So with the top part of this drained, our fan is going to need to come off. So I'm going to start by these 4 bolts right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 at the bottom. We're going to take those off and get the fan blade off. Get all this pulled up, and we'll pull this up with everything and then see how we're going to get our new fan put on. So we didn't have to take this all out. It's kind of being a little difficult, so I decided just to push it back like this and be able to get this the whole fan blade out. Probably didn't even need to take this off, but it does make it a little bit easier to access things if you can get it to pull back. But other than that, this is our fan blade attachment and everything right here. And what we're basically doing is these 4 bolts, these 4 bolts, and we're just gonna replace it. So let's go ahead and get these bolts removed so we can put this new blade on it. So the 4 bolts off, pulls right up, no problem. New one. Just gonna attach it like so. Make sure everything goes down as it should, where it should. Nothing's getting caught or stuck before we put it down. I've got it lined up mostly. And I'm just going to crisscross. And I'm just going to go make sure everything is nice and flush and flat and double check it off camera, and then we mount it back. Alright, so with this all attached, we're going to go ahead and drop it down and replace it onto there. Do be careful as you do this. Just use the gun to lightly push down the bolts, and then use torque or just very lightly tighten them down. You don't need to over tighten them, especially with the gun, because you will break the bolt heads off. Then you're either gonna have to pull the bolt head out, buy a new fucking clutch attachment or some stupid shit. So just be careful. Now with the fan slightly placed, we're gonna go ahead and push it up against and tighten each bolt down, get each bolt started, and then do the same thing when we're gonna do crisscross. That way we can evenly get it all placed down. Once we do that, we're gonna set our fan shroud back up, make sure we're gonna hand spin it, nothing's hitting anything, nothing's getting in the way, and we're gonna put our hoses back on, and that's gonna be how you do new fan blades on your radiator fan. If you guys like the video, subscribe, share, comment, like.